Hey everybody, welcome to 2K Sports. Well, a few games under our belts now. We get a feel for how this season is going. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. And for Oklahoma City, they've won 7 of their first 10 games, and you figure they've got to be pretty happy about that. No matter what the talent level is, you're never sure how a team is going to handle those first few weeks. But they've been solid. Houston's anchored on defense by Dwight Howard, but once you get past him and Patrick Beverley, not a whole lot of D being played on that team. Are they relying on Howard too much?
I think they rely on Howard way too much defensively. That's why it ultimately gets him in foul trouble. Perimeter players often get bailed out by him. They need to do a better job of stepping up.
That does it for us from here. For now, we'll see you next time.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Thunder at the peak at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Pistons.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge.
Okay, Babu. Yeah, your clay?
No, my water.
Your water? Your water bottle here?
No, under this one.
No, we don't put water on that. Yeah.
For them in that game, it seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire.
Yeah.
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from...
Game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. On defense, the Thunder.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. Really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
Westbrook with it. Last game he had 12. Here is Durant. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And Harden is a great passer. But last season, at times, it seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. He's so talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston does.
Here's Beverly. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Shot clock at 6. Howard sinks that one from the post.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And you think of the superstar 2 guards who have won titles over the years, whether it's Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles or Dwayne Wade in Miami, Steve, they've all gotten after it defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's where Harden has to take the next step, in my opinion. When he's locked in, he's great. You know, he's got the long wingspan, he's got the strength.
Yeah, the last game we got was 20 on Monday. Yeah, I'm getting after that. I'm still here.
It's just about having that focus and that energy, that intensity that you need at the defensive end.
Here is Harden, the Thunder making the shot. Harden draws the double, pass to Beverly. Kicks it to Jones. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
I kid, Holly. This shit is
Now
crazy.
here's Beverly, guarded by Jackson.
We've been doing that shit all first.
There's the dish to Beverly. Back to
Oh,
Harden. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Defense didn't give him any space there.
The open shot from Jackson, and that comes off the assist by Russell
Yeah,
Westbrook.
bro, that's
Crafty pass work there,
that's
getting
crazy
it down
part
low for
about
the
it.
easy deuce.
Rockets trail by 3.
I know Dirk has the hardest pass, but he
Harden
has
kicks
to
to
do
Howard.
something. Nobody can beat him.
Ariza against Durant. Here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And Durant, here we go, from 13. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Durant's got 8 points.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here. You know, the NBA is a talent league. It's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And Durant gets it to go.
This shot is looking really good here in the first.
Sure is, Clark, and he's nailing
fire.
everything. 5 for 5 already.
And you look at the star talent for Oklahoma City. The eternal what if.
I just got
Steve,
to get
how would this
15
team be
back
different
again.
if they'd held on?
It's not even 25. It's
Well, that's
just
the question. I mean, to
I
have 3
feel like
superstars, they would have been unstoppable
after 2
offensively.
get
As it
20, I
is, they're
feel
hard
like
enough to
they
guard.
start
But, you know, that's a question that will
Yeah,
remain
just wanna
forever
play
unanswered.
basketball.
Here is
That's what all
Durant.
these
James
teams do.
Harden picking up that last basket.
You know what I'm saying? You get to
Left
see
side, Durant.
shit. You don't care.
Again, Oklahoma City.
He's a
Going
big
to get
reason why they
15 right
have
now.
the lead
They
right
say
now.
that.
He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the
Yeah,
floor.
we don't care.
Here's Kanan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. And some nice passing there by Houston.
Cool, nice.
Harden missing again.
Just on red star.
Now Westbrook, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And here we go with James Harden. And the shot is good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Again.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Thunder lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
On tap this Saturday, November 22nd, Darren Williams and the Brooklyn Nets go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Don't
You
miss
don't
it.
care? Why? Why you don't care? You don't know?
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the
Okay, you
second
can
quarter.
stop saying them.
What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Yeah, bro, that's good. You ain't just to have them, bro. Like, oh, what's wrong with this? You know, that one kid that, like, when you push on people, they'll show you vertical. They shitted that game. I don't know why. Didn't play everything was better. Everyone has the shot meter on the floor. Remember when the shot meter was on the floor and that shit not in your way? When the shot meter was on the floor and it's like it's not in your way. Like that shit was way better low key. Cause it's like when I'm shooting, like that shit don't be in your way. You literally looking at the release point.
Here's Westbrook. Well, the Rockets, would you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. Steven Adams is out there with Nick Collison. And it's Morrow in at the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Guys, as we know, Dwight Howard used to covet the big market. His friend Josh Smith had said he's addicted to being global. And Howard even admitted people were in my ear about being in a bigger place and bringing more dollars in. Nowadays, it's not about where you play. Unfortunately, I had to learn that lesson in front of the whole world. Kevin?
His image took a hit, Doris, but he's learned from it, obviously. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Adams. Jones comes in for Anthony Moore. And it's Jackson in for Russell Westbrook.
And the Rockets showed great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry. But make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential
Elijah,
exciting
put it in the garbage.
Now here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah.
Fires from 18. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
It's stolen by Lamb. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Jones against Ibaka. Plenty of space. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Here's Beverly. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Lamb. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often. That's
you
for
remember
sure.
Jeremy Lamb?
Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely.
Yeah, he played for OKC.
The 3. It's hauled in by Collison. Collison's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Nick Collison has played a decade in the NBA, all with the same franchise. 4 seasons in Seattle, the last 6 in OKC, and there's a reason they've kept him around. He's a savvy role player, very smart, does a lot of the little things to help you win.
Now a timeout called by Houston, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Look at what they did in the 4th quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Yeah, but don't discount the effort on the other side, Clark, because they took advantage of the opening that was there.
Yeah. You got a body? Okay, go.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Thunder. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for...
Oh, that's new. All right, bet. All right, love you. Keep your head on, bro. All right.
boy. That is shapes.
Yeah.
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 Yes, shapes.
Ship.
Yeah.
You eat so much.
Go again.
Yeah. I love you.
The rest of this game.
Yes.
He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, "Those are the battles we can and should win." Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark. You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
In the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. The shot's good. Collison making the play. 18 points for Kevin Durant.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but, Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen. They've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character and fit. And then you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. I mean, some of it, you know, it's not always all science. There's a little art involved in this thing too, but they've got quality people making good decisions, and it's paying off on the court.
Here is Howard. Terrence Jones making his last shot. Watch inside, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Well, you look at Jack. One of the league's best, third in free throw percentage.
He seemed to be locked in from the foul line all last season. Just never got off that roll he was on.
Jeff Adrian's checked in for Dwight Howard. Durant with it. 18 points for him. From the arc. And that one's good. Durant's got 21 in the game.
Third three in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
Here's Kanan. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
Jackson kicks to Durant. Back to Jackson. Lamb dishes to Jackson. It's Durant on the wing. Ariza covering. Durant. That's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Rockets trail by 12. Here's Kanan. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Ariza against Durant. Ariza goes in, and that one's good.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hip.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you go back and you look at the numbers from last season, he knocked down about 77% of his free throws.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys. For any team coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And it's Durant missing. And so we wrap up the first half. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Scott Brooks. And, Coach, what about your approach has given you this lead?
Well, we were aggressive. We attacked. We got to the basket. We passed. We defended. That's what we do.
Scott, thank you. All good things, guys.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Yeah. That is triangle. Yeah.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He has that slasher mentality, guys. We saw all the evidence of that in the
Bridge.
first half as he continually got to the rim and scored.
Yeah, he had the jetpack on today, Steve, blowing by the defender no matter who they put on him.
Yes, sir. Right. Rectangle. Where? Where?
And so in the game for the Rockets, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt, and it's Ariza in at the 3. Now here's Durant, shot from free throw range, misses off the left iron.
There's a car.
Well, Dwight Howard, in his words, back to having fun playing basketball last season in Houston. A younger group, more compatible to his fun-loving personality, and certainly with Harden and others, they've got a depth of talent that is very impressive. Probably the best core around him of his entire career. They've worked the ball around very well, and I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets play an up-tempo attacking style of basketball. Last season, the second most turnovers in the NBA and the most three-point attempts. Coach Kevin McHale said, this is a team of home run hitters. They're going to swing sometimes when they shouldn't, but that's who they are. I'm not going to make them bunt. Good philosophy, Kevin.
They're always aggressive, Doris. Thank you. Rockets trail by 8. Jones with the screen on Jackson. Beverly the pass to Jones.
Dang.
It's tipped. Westbrook against Harden. 5 on the clock. Here's Ariza. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ariza's got his third basket of the night.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Passes it to Westbrook. Back to Durant. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. That doesn't go either for Durant. Ariza against Westbrook. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Houston.
Hold on.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
The Thunder leading by 3. Left side, Durant. Goes up on the high post. Durant with another miss.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Now, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
That one goes. Count. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
When the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and it's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West.
Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Jackson. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets 4th.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
Here's Beverly, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. And he's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
Now here's Beverly, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Ariza with it, guarded now by Durant. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Back to Westbrook. Left side, Durant. Releases from the wing and drills it. Durant's got 29.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
And Beverly kicks to Jones. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range. Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
For the lead, and Houston again with the bucket.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, they're cruising now, really looking to add to this lead, and this has been a clinic, Clark.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Durant kicks to Lamb. It's Durant on the wing. He's got 29 points. It's Durant on the wing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Collison dishes to Durant. From downtown, it's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, these were 2 of the top teams in the conference a year ago. And I'll tell you what, this club was really at their best in those games. The season series really belonged to them.
Now here's Durant. Takes the 3. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 32 points. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. The tug of war, back and forth affair. But if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead.
Coming up Friday, November 21st, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Live from Washington, D.C. Do not miss it.
Another thing. Where?
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Here's Kanan.
Nice.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter.
Okay.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Ibaka and Collison, the duo inside. Jeremy Lamb out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's McGarry in at the 3, the small forward. 6 to shoot. Harden the pass to Kanan. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. And that one's good.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
Rockets trail by 4. It's Harden with the drive. And that is good.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now here's Lamb. Fires from 18. That's collected by Blatch.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Harden kicks over to Blatch. It's stolen by Ibaka. 4-on-3 break.
3 seconds, please.
And it's blocked by Harden. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College. But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts, so he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard. James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
Now here's Durant. Back to Jackson. Pass to Lamb. Now the feed to Durant. Here's Jackson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And the Thunder lead by 6. In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he says as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Catching up in the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones comes in for Jeff Adrian. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Jackson. And Durant, here we go. And the shot is good. Durant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams. Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching it, and everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
shape is this?
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Canada. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He was absolutely adamant saying...
Yeah. There is this. That place.
Which one?
That's what.
Square.
That is not square.
It is.
That is not.
Yes, it is.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
No. No, I don't. Yeah. And what's that?
Don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
And Beverly gets to Ariza. Harden dishes to Ariza. Watch the pass to Beverly. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Got that one up quick. Durant's got 38 points.
Durant is feeling it out there.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 8. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. And the Thunder with some changes. Perkins is checked in for Collison. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And he gets the bucket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Now here's Durant, 16 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. Durant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Beverly dishes to Harden. Harden right side. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now here's Durant. Left side Durant. Again, Oklahoma City.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Here is Harden. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from James Harden. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Durant, no good. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Beverly gets to Ariza. From 11 feet away. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Houston. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And an intentional foul right there.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 42 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, looks like he's in for a big night.
And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden inside the 3-point line. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Here's Durant. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Clark, this one just all but in the books.
Yeah, I don't see a comeback at this point, Bo.
Not enough time and just too big of a deficit for this team.
Shoots the three. No luck.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Kevin Durant.